An explosion inside this home forever changed a Gilbert man's life. It was caused by a natural gas leak from pipes that weren't even hooked up to his home. As ABC 15 investigator Lauren Gilger discovered, the brand of pipe at the center of this investigation has a history of trouble here in Arizona. It's a story you'll only see on ABC 15.
Disbelief that it's even him because it didn't look like him.
It's a moment Tammy Yohe will never forget. The first time she saw the man she loves in a hospital bed.
Very, 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 very swollen, unrecognizable.
Hours before, working in his garage, Jason Nelson went to light a cigarette. The spark ignited a fireball that burned him over 80% of his body.
I never for a second thought this man wouldn't make it. It never occurred to me.
The culprit? 2 cracked pipes leaking natural gas near Nelson's home. The pipes were operated by Southwest Gas. The Arizona Corporation Commission investigated and found the pipes had degraded underground, likely causing the leaks. But we found this wasn't the first time the Corporation Commission or Southwest Gas has seen problems with this brand of pipe.
This is something that we've been gathering information on for quite some time.
Robert Miller's office led the commission's investigation and found that Southwest Gas had no fault in the explosion. But he admits they've been studying issues with Driscoe Pipe M8000 for nearly a decade. That's when the issue was first reported by Southwest Gas.
There's something that's going on with this pipe that looks a little bit different.
Amy Washburn is a spokesperson for Southwest Gas.
In some instances, it's completely aesthetic, but there are a couple other instances to where there's degradation of the pipe and it has resulted in a leak.
The ABC 15 investigators found there have been 72 instances of degraded Driscoe Pipe M8000 documented in the region since 2007. Most of them have been right here in Arizona. 36 resulted in slick cracks like those found outside Jason Nelson's home. It's all spelled out in these Corporation Commission reports. The reports also show 2 additional fires caused by leaks in the same kind of pipe. In Phoenix in 2007, flames flared up outside a strip mall. A year later, a fire erupted in a Yuma family's garage.
Once we identified that something was going on, we went forward and we started to look into what is happening to get to the root of it.
But the ABC 15 investigators found in multiple reports the likely root of the problem isn't going away: the heat. 2 years before Jason Nelson's garage exploded in Gilbert, the U.S. Department of Transportation issued an advisory warning Driscoe Pipe M8000 can degrade. Every case they found happened in the hot climates of the desert Southwest. Later, the pipe's manufacturer issued 2 reports of its own, identifying increased pipe temperature as a big factor in the degradation process. But nearly a decade after they first learned about the issue, and after Jason Nelson nearly burned to death in Gilbert, neither Southwest Gas nor the Corporation Commission think Driscoe Pipe M8000 needs to be replaced here in the desert.
Why wouldn't you go back and replace that 6,000 miles of this kind of pipe here that has caused issues?
Well, pipe replacement, it's a large scope, and because the leak rate has been so low, it just doesn't warrant going in and replacing.
Southwest Gas and the Corporation Commission told ABC 15, despite the issues, Driscoe Pipe M8000 still has one of the lowest leak rates of any pipe in use. And while Miller says he wants to make sure the issue isn't getting worse, he thinks it's too soon to tell if it should be replaced.
If it's certainly the tip of an iceberg, we want to make sure that we address it, and we address it quickly, and we address it aggressively.
Whatever action may be taken, it's too late for Tammy. For the past 2.5 months, she's watched Jason undergo 21 surgeries and be placed in and out of induced comas.
Yeah, I'm angry. I'm angry that this happened to him, of course. When is it going to be over? When's he going to stop experiencing pain? When's his spirit going to be back? When's he going to be Jason again?
Lauren Gilger, ABC 15 News.
There are about 6,000 miles of Driscoe Pipe M8000 around the valley, about 11,000 miles in our state. Southwest has increased its inspections of this kind of pipe, and they'll now look at it at least once a year. Federal law requires an inspection only every 5 years.